Hey guys, welcome to the Tires 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Marvel Legends series Ironheart. So really cool, really blessed to be on this day. We got a nice cool review of her unboxed. We got Ironheart written there. On this side, we have some really cool artwork. And then on this side, we have some more artwork. I gotta say, I love this. I mean, it's so cool. It's her flying in the clouds. You got the sun hanger. It just looks awesome. There's a bio for her there. And on the back, we have the Articulators wave. And yeah, let's open this up. So here we have Ironheart out of packaging. And let me try to get the lights back a little bit. It's getting kind of glossy, but yeah, as you can see, she looks very, very cool. Typically I don't ever like put my figures on a stand when I'm reviewing them, but I started messing around with like these little new effect pieces that you get, and I thought it looked so cool that I really wanted to show them off in the video. And yeah, they're pretty neat. It's kind of like this jet flame. Like, I probably don't have this on right, but it's almost like smoke or something like coming out, making it actually look like it's flying. You also get these blue thrusters, and I really like how you can have them attached while having these kind of like flames or fumes or steam or whatever coming out of them. I think that's really cool. I've also seen a couple people on Instagram who've kind of been like attaching them like to her like arms and everything, making it look like she's just fired off like a blast or something. I don't know, it's kind of cool. But yeah, it looks really good too. I mean, the action figure, everything they did here, I really like the helmet. The helmet sculpted kind of well. You got these blue eyes, and then you have the triangular blue there. But the eyes look good. The helmet looks good. The red on it's very glossy, very bright. I like that. We also have the little neck art there and how it kind of like moves down to the shoulders. You can see the arc reactor, some gold there. I also like the little kind of heart-shaped arc reactor things on her wrist. That's kind of cool. She does have the golden fingers too as well, so that's pretty neat. And I like how they painted that because they didn't really have to paint the insides. And then moving down, we have red again with some gold mixed in there, and you can see gold on the toes. But again, I just love that jet stream. I love that blast effect. It looks so cool. And something I really like is too, I haven't really shown that yet, but like when you're kind of posing this action figure around, looking at her, like the arms are very small. So it's like, oh darn, I'm going to try to move these and they're going to try to break. But the arms move very freely. I haven't had many problems with moving like any of the articulation at all. And it's really small, like compared to like a typical Iron Man. You know, Iron Man's like usually huge and everything, but this character's a lot smaller than Iron Man, but I don't feel hindered by the articulation. Now keep in mind that could just be mine. Like, you might get this and yours might break because, you know, of Hasbro, they don't always have the best releasing like them. You know, usually there's always one or two that's a little wonky, so just be careful with that. But I'm really impressed with the one that I have, and I think that's neat. Also too, this is the neck joint, which I really like this. I'm kind of glad it's one that doesn't move forward because I was kind of afraid that would snap. But I don't know, like these, you got to be careful with them, but it's not as bad as, in my opinion, the ones that move forward. And the on-mast head is pretty much perfect. I mean, really, they knocked it out of the park with this one. The way they did the eyes, like the eyebrows, lips, all that's painted very nicely. A little bit of a smudge on the side of the lip, but for the most part, pretty good. And then the hair is just sculpted perfectly there. You can definitely see the comic book resemblance, which I think is pretty cool. And just, yeah, everything about it, you know, looks really, really good. And then there's her with the open hand for the firing, like the repulsor blast there, and you can see she's got the helmet in hand. And again, I really like that. I like how they painted it, the fingers and everything. And then I also like how they did like the little arc reactor type there thing. I think that's pretty cool. Now, in terms of articulation, she has a 360 at the head. She can look up and down. She's got 360 arms, swing out the shoulder, 360 there. Double jointed elbows. 360 at the wrists, and they're on hinges. And this one I'm talking about, it moves so freely. And I really didn't expect that because it's like very small proportions. You know, usually with these you have to be careful or they'll snap. You got a 360 there and you can move sideways. Again, it moves so freely. Like, I'm really impressed of how well this action figure moves. Might be one of the best from Hasbro that I've seen in a long time. Also, she has the pinless joints, which just looks so cool. The legs like forwards, backwards, and outwards. You got a 360 at the thigh. Double jointed knees, which is pretty neat, and the feet move up and down and side to side. So in terms of articulation, really, really good. Here's a comparison between her and Invincible Iron Man armor. I don't know. I think it was the Invincible Armored Iron Man. I don't know. Try saying that 3 times fast. But it was one of the ones that came out a long time ago. It was one of his most recent armors, I think, up until like he died or went into a coma or whatever. But you can see definitely where these two kind of gain their similarities in terms of arc reactor and color shape. And I gotta say, I loved this Iron Man design. I loved this Iron Man figure. And I absolutely love Ironheart. I mean, they did a great job here. They translated this perfectly. You know, this is how it looks in the comics, and it's great to see it in plastic form. And just, yeah, they look really good together. And then we have Ironheart with Iron Man. Fortunately, I have misplaced his alternative head at the moment, but as you can see, they both look really good together. And yeah, so overall, I think they did a really good job with this Ironheart figure. I'm really, again, surprised of how good the articulation is on this. And, you know, even with Iron Man figures, even though they're typically, like, bigger and you don't have to worry about, like, snapping the joints, they're just typically usually more stiff. But this one is just really cool. Like, they did a really good job with this Ironheart figure. Like, I'm really impressed. And again, like I said, maybe it's mine, maybe the other ones are going to have problems like that. And I do recommend being careful with the joints, just because it is smaller, and we have seen that where the joints will snap off on the smaller figures before. Overall, I really like this, and honestly, this might be my